Good morning and welcome to the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living. We're going to be making some magic today with Reverend Elizabeth. It's very exciting. Happy day after Christmas. And this is what our little center looks like when we are not there. It's still being taken care of and it's beautiful. And we will be back there. But right now we're going to just give you this wonderful love stream today. So, hi, I'm Gina DiGirolamo. I'm producing today, and I'm excited to bring in a wonderful new musician to our repertoire, Miss Robin Hackett. She's going to get us started off in just a second, but I just want to make sure everybody is seeing this post. Share it, start a watch party. You can also send friends to our YouTube channel. We are streaming live over there. And we're just so happy you're here today. So I'm going to let Robin take us into this wonderful service with a beautiful song. So welcome, Robin.
Thank you, Gina. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. This is a song that came through me, divinely downloaded, and it's my mantra for my life, and I hope that you take it away with you. We are all just mirrors. In your faces I see clearer, clearer than I've ever seen before. The heart is where to live from, to give all you can give from. This is what I truly know for sure. And love is what we're here for, to give and give more. Oh, love. And love is what we're here for, to give and give more. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Oh, oh. Yeah. I said love, 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 love. I'm tired of all this anger and my own unkind behavior. Who am I to judge anyone at all? 'Cause if I look into you, I can see the pain you've been through. And I know 'cause I've felt the same way that you do. And love is what we're here for, to give and give more. Oh, love. And love is what we're here for, to give and give more. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said love, 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 love. I am an instrument of my peace. I am an instrument of my love. I said love, 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 love. And I am an instrument of my peace. I am an instrument of my love. I said love, 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 love. And I am an instrument of my peace. I am an instrument of my love. I said love. I said love, oh sweet love. And I am an instrument of my peace. I am an instrument of my love. I say love, oh sweet love, oh sweet love. And love is what we're here for, to give and get more, oh love. And love is what we're here for, to give and give more. Love, 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 love. Love. Oh. I said love, 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 sweet, love, 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 sweet, love, 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 sweet, love, oh love, oh love, oh love.
Woohoo! Wow. Love is what we're here for, to give and get more. I love it. Thank you, Robin. Everybody, Robin Hackett. Woohoo! We're so blessed to have you with us today, Robin. Hello, everyone. Blessings, good morning, and welcome to the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. We have an affirmation that I will read, and I invite you to please repeat after me. I make magic every time I align with the power, presence, and authority of divine truth in me.
I make magic every time I align with the power, presence, and authority of divine truth in me.
And so it is.
So it is.
Woohoo! And now I will turn it over to Travis, who's going to introduce our amazing musician for today.
Good morning, everybody. Yes, my name is Travis Hogue, and I'm the music director here at the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living. It is my great honor to introduce our artist musical inspiration for today. And I will read a little bit from her bio and explain a little bit how we came to know about Robin. So I will start with this. I'm grateful for the technology that has brought us to you, Robin. From her bio, Robin Hackett is a singer, songwriter, author, and creative coach. She has been performing since she was 12 years old. Robin has recorded 7 albums of mostly original material and has written 2 fiction novels and a self-help book. Her new book, The Creative You, will be available in January 10th, 2021. These days, she lives in Evergreen, Colorado, where she teaches, writes, and performs. She is streaming to us live from Dallas, Texas, which is pretty awesome, right? And let's see, be on the lookout for her new music from Robin in 2021 as well. Her works can be found on Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Apple Music, and CD Baby. And of course, on her website at robinhackettmusic.com. I just wanted to raise and praise you, Robin. At the beginning of this pandemic, as we were all sheltering in place, you were one of the first artists that I came across that was putting music. You were called by spirit. You were called by this magnificence to be authentic and share your experience with us on Facebook. And you were putting up your phone and you were just singing into your phone and you were singing into our souls. And this is how we came to know you and your music. And that song that you just played was one of the first songs that I heard you sing. And when I was watching it then, and I was watching it now, it touched me. I can envision a day where I get to actually play this song with you. I would love to be your backup rhythm guitar player and to be caught in that musical vortex that is you. Without further ado, it is my great honor to introduce Robin Hackett. Thank you so much. Take it away.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you so much. Hopefully that can happen. I'd love to see everyone in person and hug people again. This is a song called Anything is Possible. And I wrote it when I was in Santa Fe performing there. And it just seemed to float by and I happened to latch onto it. So here we go. Suspend all disbelief and just dream. You might be surprised what you will see. 'Cause anything is possible, yes. Everything's right here. Anything is possible, yes. It's perfect and it's clear. You hold your destiny in your hand. It's time you realize and take a stand. 'Cause anything is possible. Everything's right here. Anything is possible, yes. It's perfect and it's clear. If you just believe, if you just believe, anything is possible, yeah. Anything is possible. So hold a vision in your heart. 'Cause there's no better place for you to start. 'Cause anything is possible. Everything's right here. Anything is possible. It's perfect and it's clear. If you just believe, if you just believe, anything is possible, yeah. Anything is possible. just believe, if you just believe, anything is possible, yeah. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Oh, if you just believe, pray and receive. If you just believe, pray and receive. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Robin Hackett. Hey, that's a nice fancy capo you got there too. Right?
Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Robin. And now I will say good morning, CSL. That's right. I am back. I'm the announcements angel. This is the announcements for December 27th, 2020. Gina with the slides. I will now read our mission statement. With everything we do, we aim to raise the vibe. We teach innovative spiritual practices and principles that inspire deeper love of self and others, transformation, a closer relationship with God, freedom from suffering, expansive joy, prosperity, and healing of the body, mind, and spirit. We are a conscious group of positive, inspired, spiritually motivated individuals transforming lives. We just happen to have a spiritual center. Want to check us out? Yeah, that's right. All right, next up, please join us for coffee and conversation after service around 11 a.m.-ish Pacific Standard Time via Zoom. Gina will provide the link in the comment section here, and you can also find it on our center's webpage in the Coffee and Conversation event. Next up, we build our immunity and spiritual community. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time via Zoom for our spiritual connection call. The Monday calls ended last week, and we'll get this slide updated. You can find the link on our Facebook page under events. And tomorrow, reminder, on the 28th, we're having the vision board sharing during the call. So create your vision board today or before the 28th at 1 p.m. Pacific time and bring it to share on the connection call of that date. And I really invite all of you that are listening to this to come and join us for that. Even if you don't have a vision board, commune with like-minded peeps and just check in. Tell us how you're doing. All right, next up, World Healing Peace Meditation, facilitated by our amazing practitioner students, Gina and BJ DiGirolamo, this Thursday, December 31st at 4 a.m. The Zoom link is on the Facebook event page, in our e-news, and on our website. Please arrive at 3:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to get settled in so you can start meditating with the group. Next Sunday, we are very blessed to have a fantastic guest artist joining us for her debut to our center, Faith Rivera. So you're not going to want to miss that one. And next up, our e-news. The best way to keep up with all the amazing events happening at our center is to subscribe to our e-news. You can do so by going to our website at cccsl.org, choose e-news from the left side menu, and follow the instructions there. Or you can simply email us at info@cccsl.org, and we'll get you added. You'll definitely want to sign up for our e-news because we do, the music artists, they get a little blurb there, and all of the interesting things that we're doing at our center is always listed in the e-news. And shout out to our e-news angels, Reverend Elizabeth and BJ, and anyone else that is contributing to our e-news copy. We really appreciate you. Next up, our YouTube channel. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube right now watching this live stream or watching on a replay and you like what you're seeing, consider subscribing and also hitting the like button. We appreciate it. Amazon Smile donates. Amazon donates a small percentage of your eligible Amazon Smile purchases to charitable organizations of your choice. So please consider adding our Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living as your charitable organization. It doesn't cost you anything and it benefits our center. You can do so by going to our website and clicking on the Contribute to a Higher Vision, and then scroll down to the middle of the page, and that will get you set up. And if you have any questions about setting that up, you can contact me and I'll be happy to walk you through it. And lastly, if you are able, please remember to continue to donate to our center during this unique time. Our operations are fully supported by your generosity, and we're looking forward to gathering at our physical center in the future. You can donate here on the Facebook Live with the donate button. Gina will provide the PayPal link to donate in the comments section, and you can also visit our landing page and click on the donate link at the center of the page. We want to thank you for your consideration. We love you. We miss you. We're sending out hugs. And with that, my beloveds, that has been the announcements. Thanks for letting me be your angel. Talk to you later.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you, Travis. You're a wonderful announcements angel. And just to clarify a couple of things, I saw some questions in the comments there. So the World Healing Peace Meditation begins at 4 a.m. So you'll want to come in by 3:45 at the latest. And so normally there is some time to check in and settle in, and then you'll be meditating in the silence with everyone around the world at precisely 4 a.m. So please join at 3:45. They may be even on there at 3:30, and and have a beautiful, peaceful time with that. And so for now, I would like to remind you all that if there is something that is weighing heavy on your heart for which you would like prayer for, or maybe there's something you're looking to manifest in your life, please send your prayer requests, including that information, to our email at info@cccsl.org, and I will pray over them along with our prayer team for the next week for you. And now, dear ones, I would love to turn it over to our Santa, everyone's favorite Santa, for our Science of Mind reading for the day, Charlie Carlin.
Thank you very much. Well, everybody, let's have a little prayer for world peace today. You might want to look up and close your eyes and soak this all in. This is a prayer for world peace by Ernest Holmes. I know there is one mind, which is the mind of God, in which all people live and move and have their being. I know there is a divine pattern for humanity. Within this pattern, there is infinite harmony and peace, cooperation, unity, and mutual happiness. I know that the mind of man, being one with the mind of God, shall discover the method, the way, and the means best fitted to permit the flow of divine love between individuals and nations. Thus, harmony, peace, cooperation, unity, and mutual helpfulness will be experienced by all. I know there shall be a free interchange of ideas, of cultures, of spiritual concepts, of ethics, of educational systems, and of scientific discoveries, for all good belongs to all alike. I know that because the divine mind has created us all, we are bound together in infinite and perfect unity. In bringing about world peace, I know that all people and all nations will remain individual, but unified for the common purpose of promoting peace, happiness, harmony, and prosperity. I know deep within every person, the divine pattern of perfect peace is already implanted. I now declare that each person and in the leaders of thought everywhere, this divine pattern moves into action and form. To that end, all nations and all people shall live together in peace, harmony, and prosperity forever. And so it is now.
Thank you, Charlie. That was beautiful. And so let's just take that wonderful energy and vibration of those beautiful words that Charlie just shared with us. And I'm extending my hand out to each of your hands as I feel our connection hand in hand and heart to heart. So go with me as we simply go within, right where you're at. It is perfect. And we breathe into this moment. We breathe in that moment of peace that surrounds us, that's in us. We breathe into that synchronicity that we are all here together as one heart. And I know that in this deep recognition that God is simply all there is, that divine force that is in us, around us, and through us, that divine intelligence that is always there for us to dip into even deeper, to recognize the truth of who we are, loving, beautiful expressions of the divine spirit of one. And in that unity, I know that as we move forward into this next year and we release this year behind us, there's a grace of hope that ascends upon each and every one of us. That divine force that keeps us going even through changes that we don't think we can endure. But you know what? We do endure it. We endure it through the grace of God, through the grace of love, through the grace of friendship, through the grace of caring. It is beautiful, it is inspiring, and it keeps us all connected as one. So in this season of light, of love, of mystical and magical times, I just embrace each and every one of you with gratitude, with love, knowing that our service today with Reverend Elizabeth, she is going to touch our hearts deeper than we've ever been touched before. She's going to lift any veil that might be holding us down and opening our hearts to expand it to a greater vision that we've ever had in our lifetime. And I'm so grateful for everyone that's in service today. Robin, your music has touched my soul so deeply, knowing that believing is the key to receiving. And so with a grateful heart, I release my prayer into the infinite, into love, into peace, into harmony, and into a beautiful new season that is before us. And so it is. Amen.
This is the moment, this is the hour, time to put everything on the line. And I am the answer, I am the reason, I'm a believer, it's all inside of me. And I will not be broken by some fear. And I will not stand still again, no. And I won't fall apart like all those times before. 'Cause I won't take it anymore. 'Cause this is a revolution. I am a changer. I am the master of all I believe. I'm the beloved. I am a lover. I am the spirit inside of you and me. And I will not be broken by some fear. And I will not stand still again. changer. You are the master of all you believe. And this is your moment. This is your moment. Time to put everything on the line. Whoa, whoa. And this is your moment. This is your moment. Time to put everything on the line. This is your moment. This is the moment. This is the moment.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Robin Hackett. Woohoo! You can find Robin Hackett's music on www.robinhackettmusic.com. It's scrolling across the bottom of this screen here. Oh my gosh, you are singing to my soul, dear one. What a beautiful gift. I'm so grateful to have you and to hear some of my sermon coming through in your songs is so beautiful. I love how God works. So thank you. And hello, everyone. Welcome again. My name is Reverend Elizabeth Rowley, and I'm the spiritual director and senior minister of the Central Coast Center for Spiritual Living, located in Templeton, California. We're broadcasting to you live today from the blustery winter wonderland. That is the office here in San Luis Obispo of our condo. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be here with you. And it's so wonderful to get to collaborate with so many individuals in different locations. Robin is located in Dallas, Texas, I believe, and Gina is in Paso Robles. Reverend Diane is in Los Osos. And Travis and I are here in SLO, and Charlie Carlin, aka Santa, is in Atascadero. It's just so awesome. And I'm grateful for each one of you for collaborating to help make this service the best service ever. And so far, so good, y'all. Y'all are living up to that. You're making the magic. Yeah. This is a magical day. And I love that word magic myself. I'm so grateful for the magic that is here now, even if it appears not to be. I know it's still here, just like the light, right? And so I'm so grateful also for Reverend Diane for your presence here with us. There's a lot of love coming to you in the comments. We've missed you, and it's so great to hear you and hear your prayers. You're such a blessing to our community. So thank you. And thank everyone, for all of our viewers, for watching. If not for you, we wouldn't be doing this. And so it's great to have you, to have viewers, and joining us in making magic. So the theme for December has been celebrating divine truth. And the topic for today, December 27th, is making magic. Making magic. Ooh, what a joyful intention that is for our lives. Making magic. You know, life does not create randomly. We are each, through our understanding and to the degree we cooperate with it, using the law of mind to create a magical and joyful, enchanting life. And so what that means is that we are creating the magic, right? We are making magic. And so sometimes our lives, there are situations or experiences that come up that don't seem so magical. Our task is to find the magic and to put our time and energy into creating magic in our lives. And so that means becoming aware and mindful of what you're putting your attention on, what you're filling your mind with, what you're thinking about consistently, and what you're sharing with your friends and family members, and what you're watching on TV and all of that stuff, right? And so this life, my friends, is what you make of it. It's what you make of it. Through the productive use of spiritual laws, you, we, I, me, us, them, everyone are creating magic. So what is magic anyway? Well, it's a powerfully pleasing, appealing, and delightful experience. So it's up to us to co-create that experience in our lives. Are you with me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so whenever I talk about magic, I've got my studio audience of one over here, my best cheerleader. Thank you, honey. Whenever I think of magic, I also think of magic with a capital M. So magic with a capital M, what is that? Well, that is like the macrocosm, right? The universal, the thing itself. It's an extraordinary power or influence seemingly from a supernatural force, right? So there's definitions of magic. That's the definition we're going with. An extraordinary power or influence seemingly from a supernatural source, also known as the invisible presence I call God. So we are magic. We are the magic. You are the magic. I am the magic. The entire manifest universe is magic, created by the magic with a capital M. Each one of us is influenced by a not seemingly, but most definitely supernatural source. And that supernatural source in this case is of or relating to God. So we are each made in the image and likeness of the divine. And we are not all that God is, but all that we are is God. So we are God in form. You are God in form. I am God in form. But think about that. You are God in form. When you think of that, I invite you to let that rearrange you. I am God in form. Let that rearrange you. So today we're going to look at finding God in everything, from the profane to the mundane, and we're going to look at welcoming God into our lives, preparing for our good, and slowing down to celebrate our wins, the small wins and the mighty ones. You know, they're all so important. And I personally love this time of year because it's always an opportunity for me to stop and reflect back, to look at all of the different accomplishments throughout the year. Now, this has been an interesting year, yes? Yeah, this has been a very interesting year. And so I will look back on this year and consider, what did I accomplish? What gifts did I bring into the world? How did I grow this year? What adversity did I face, and how did I, with the help of the beloved God of my understanding, get through it? What relationships have I nurtured, grown, and developed over this year? And as you can see, those questions, there are 5 questions that I will contemplate and journal about and really reflect on all of the good that has come about this year. I've faced quite a bit of adversity. I don't know about y'all. If you faced adversity too, you can just put a nod in the comment section here. There's been some adversity. We've all collectively faced adversity with the pandemic and with the civic unrest that as the result of the injustices that we've seen with people of color and our brothers and sisters. And so with all of that adversity we faced, we can still look back and see, what did we accomplish and what did we learn? What can we carry forward into 2021? How will we create? How will we create the magic, right? How will we create that magic? And so finding magic in the ordinary. Now, as a reminder, another definition for magic is enchanting, which means powerfully pleasing, appealing, or delightful, or charming. Something charming is extremely pleasing or delightful. So while working on today's sermon, I discovered my word for 2021. I like to have a word that carries me through, and my word for 2021 is charming. And that is extremely pleasing or delightful. I would love to experience charming in my own life and in myself, to be charming and to have the expression of that, and to also bring into life and the life of this spiritual center and into the world something extremely pleasing and delightful. And I have access to that within me. And so how fun is it to really get to open up these gifts that you can share with the whole world, right? And so that's my word. And life is magical, mostly. I will add that in. Life is magical, semicolon, mostly. Life is magical most of the time. What I've learned is that life is actually magical all the time, even when it appears not to be, right? So this is because of the direct result of my relationship with God. And so when life feels less than magical, it's my opportunity to turn to God, turn to it, lean into it. And as I do that, I always find comfort in my relationship with it. In those moments, it feels as though my relationship with it is deepening, expanding, and growing. And that is the magic. That's where I find the magic. When there is something going on in my life that is not feeling magical, I lean into the divine and find the magic in my relationship with it. And I invite you to do that too. So when I remember, it's not what happens that matters as much as what I do with it that matters. I'll repeat that. It's not what happens that matters as much as what I do with what happens that matters. Then I can find the magic. That's like the portal to the magic, right? Life is magical. Life is magical. Do you see it? It's enchanting, mystical, and awe-inspiring. How magnificent is it that we can connect and communicate with other people? Like, wow, here you are. I can connect and communicate with you. And here all of you are. I'm connecting and communicating with you through this amazing, through the technological ethers that are Facebook Live and YouTube and wherever else you're watching this. What a beautiful gift, connecting with each other, right? And how magnificent to connect with an animal. How many of you have animals out there? Dogs, cats, or how many of you are expecting one? They're on their way. They're searching for you now. The animals that we connect with, though, and even if you don't have animals in your own life, the animals out in the world, right? Where you see a squirrel running or sitting and eating, and you're like, oh, so cute, or a rabbit, whatever animals, birds and hawks, right? I know that I'm not the only one that feels a connection with the animals out there. Even if they're not looking at me, there's like a sudden connection with it. And it's this acknowledgement that God is all that there is. And look at how it's expressing as this bird or as that horse or this dog or cat. Oh, it's just so good. And technology is magical in that we continue to reveal, refine, and apply new ideas to this life that we share. I mean, wow, I am just filled with love when I imagine how much love and connection that we have developed and grown during this time of the pandemic. We've made new friends in other states and countries online, and even other cities. Like we've got Alexandra, we've got Tamara Garino from Italy who is tuning in here today. Thank you. Hello, dear one. sending love to you from sunny California. And we've got Robin in another state in Dallas, Texas. And who else? We've got Verley. I can't remember what state, Verley. You have to put it in the comments. I can't remember the state that you're from. And so we've got Gio, who's currently in Scottsdale, Arizona. And anyway, you get the point. We've got friends all over. And what a beautiful gift that is. We couldn't have done that without this technology, right? So we've been expanding our spiritual family without having to give birth. How cool is that? We didn't have to go through that birthing process, but expanded our family nonetheless. What a beautiful gift. Thank you. Verley's from Virginia. Right on. That's amazing. We're so blessed to have you with us, Verley. And friendships have been born this year. There have been so many new friendships and so many deepening friendships. We've had amazing musicians come in that can join us from across the country to inspire and anchor this message in a way that only the music can and only that particular artist can. What a gift. And then we've got remarkable ways of nature interacting. I'm sharing still about ways in which life is magical that we may not notice all the time. But there's magic in watching a sunset or a sunrise, is there not? There's magic in witnessing the planetary convergence of Jupiter and Saturn. Who saw that, right? That was the Star of Bethlehem. Pretty epic. I mean, wow. We saw that in our lifetime. The magic of watching a flower bloom, right? We've got something downstairs. I think it's called an amaryllis that is there, and we watch it, and it changes a little bit every day. And wow, there's magic in that, is there not? Wow. And listening to rainfall and hydrate our planet and watching the rainfall, how beautiful. I am inspired by the magic of it all. And in our teaching, The Science of Mind, we do not believe that magic in this respect is the creative force, but the creative life manifested by the thing itself is surely magical. So we could say that magic with a capital M is the creative force that is creating the life, right? That we see manifested everywhere. That magic with a capital M, but magic with the small m is not the creative force itself, right? And so for us individually, we also have coming out of the dark spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, coming out of the dark. You know what that means. And stepping into the light and letting that light shine over and wash over and through all of you. That healing light, that light of the divine that is love and pure, magnificent goodness, bliss. Oh, letting that love shine as you stand in the light and just vibrate from that goodness, right? That is a great feeling. That is magic for sure. And what about laughing and falling in love and continuing to bloom your love that you already have and courting the divine? Oh, there's so much magic in all of that. And then the magic with the capital M, which I spoke of earlier, which is God, the thing itself, the goddess, the divine, the truth, the force, the way, the Tao, the invisible presence, the beloved one, love, the peace that passes human understanding, source energy, my creator, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Mohammed, whatever your belief is. Finding magic with a capital M in the ordinary is finding God in the ordinary. What am I talking about? Folding clothes, cleaning, doing the dishes, spending that quality time with the beloved, walking our animals, walking through nature. You could even find God in the ordinary stroll from where you are to your mailbox and back. Taking those moments to be and feel and see and sense and dwell in that beautiful, magical presence of the divine. What a gift. Woohoo! And then there's welcoming that which we've been preparing for. So we are ever mindful that we get clear about the what and we leave the how up to spirit. So if the path is unlikely, it is easy to miss those magical moments of synchronicity, clarity, and peace, right? So mindful daily reflection of what new ways love, joy, and peace are showing up allow us to become more and more receptive to infinite divine truth that is ever present, awaiting our recognition of it. Oh, yes. Let's let that presence of love be seen and be known in our lives. Open the door of your heart and mind and welcome in the good. Say yes to life. Welcome God into your life. Now, I call it God. You may call it the divine. So I love our teaching because it says that you have a personal relationship with the God of your understanding. So you have your own understanding of the divine presence. I'm not telling you what it is. I'm telling you my experience of it and sharing that with you. And your experience may be that and so much more, right? Whatever it is, it's yours. Welcoming that presence, the universal presence of love. Maybe it's the universal presence of the divine or sweet spirit expressing itself in your life. Become aware of it, friends. Notice it. It's always communicating with us, but we've got to become aware of it. And we become aware of it by taking our attention off of negativity, taking our seduced minds, pulling them away from the anger and CNN and whatever other news sources are out there. We've got to wrestle ourselves away from that and look at the light and focus on the light of the divine and the love that it is offering in our lives every day in every way. And then we'll see more of it and more of it. And it's ever expanding, ever growing, ever loving, and ever making itself known in our lives. Thirdly, we've got to slow it down, my friends. Slow down and celebrate. Woohoo! We are called to definitely slow down and celebrate. And so we can share the synchronicities that we discover in our lives, which I call God winks. We share the God winks with each other. Talk about those. I mean, rather than gossiping, if that's what you do, I don't know. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, I call these God winks. You can look at the God winks and talk about those. There are no accidents, my friend. The universe is always speaking to you. Tune into it, listen for it, acknowledge the blessings and the good that are happening all around you. From making a phone call at the right and perfect time, to finding a $50 bill in a jacket pocket, to forgiving others. Oh, or feeling love more deeply than you could have ever imagined possible. Celebrate your wins. So life is good, mostly, and it shows. To pause and celebrate small moments of joy, experience the wonder of life, and be awed by the magical life is to know the presence of the infinite. So let's all take that time to pause in this next few days, the rest of this week, to pause and celebrate your small moments of glory. Not just in your prayer chair, right? So recognizing and experiencing the infinite doesn't just occur when you're seated in your chair that you pray in daily or in your spiritual practice, but always in every moment. And I invite you to consider the possibility of living magical moments with all the people in your life, every one of them. Yes, it's possible for sure. slowing down and being open to the magic of who we are together, letting us be an effortless revelation of spirit even right now. Wow, what a magnificent gift. I see the divine in you. I see your revelation of spirit, and it is magnificent. I have to tell you, it's so fun being a minister sometimes. Sometimes not so fun. But the times when I see the light shining and the radiance that people radiate when they experience God and they learn about this presence that is the universal presence that is living, breathing, and moving through them. To see that awaken is to see the light in others. And I so appreciate that. I love that so much. So slowing down to be open to the magic of who we are together. I don't know about you, but I did get pretty busy in the last 6 months. I'm just saying it was like a godnado, not a tornado, but a godnado where everything's just swirled up and it's all for the greater good, but so much at once, right? And so being able to slow down and look at this good and notice the small ways that we have all come together in the spirit of life that have impacted me and you and others in such a large way. So find the God winks, friends, what some call synchronicity. The invisible presence is always communicating with me. Excuse me. Thank you. The invisible presence is always communicating with me. And I notice it because I'm listening and I'm looking for it everywhere all the time. And so the invitation is for you to do the same. I find it in movies, on TV shows, in books. I see whenever you're seeing, hearing, or reading something profound and inspiring at the right and perfect time it was needed, that wasn't just, oh, what a coincidence, or, people like to say that. That's a God thing, my friends. That is the divine. Or, speaking of movies, we finally got to finish watching Jingle Jangle on Netflix last night. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to consider it your homework assignment today, even though the holiday is over. Well, it's over for some. It's continuing on. The season is continuing on through the end of the year at least. And the good, cool thing is we can carry that magic of Christmas that we feel throughout our entire year. But Jingle Jangle is such a beautiful and inspiring story about joy, love, forgiveness, hope, and victory. It's definitely a must-see. Now, I had typed up some notes about that movie, which it looks like I did not print out. So I'm just going to share a little bit with you about that movie. And so there is the, but what if I spoil it for people? Never mind, no spoilers. Just watch the movie, okay? You've got to watch the movie and know that Buddy 3000 is a toy in the movie, and it works when you believe it will work. And so that brings me to the bottom of page 52 of the Science of Mind textbook for one of my favorite quotes. And it goes like this: hence it follows that if we believe that it will not work, it really works by appearing to not work. When we believe that it cannot and it will not, then according to the principle, it does not. But when it does not, it still does. Only it does according to our belief that it will not. So this is our own punishment through the law of cause and effect. So my friends, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose by believing in magic? What have you got to lose? Nothing. Believing in magic with a capital M, why not try it? There is no reason not to try it, right? So you have now the key to the kingdom. So I also heard there's another movie that needs to be watched, that movie Soul. I even saw Gina put a comment in We're going to watch that this week. Really good. All the ministers are talking about it. But back to finding or slowing down and celebrate and finding God in everything. So in music, art, musicals and plays, right? Hearing that particular song at exactly that perfect time when I needed to hear it. Has that happened to you? Of course it has. Dancing and acting, when you get to witness the dancing and acting, that rekindles the amazement and awe of the human beings all around us. It's like, wow, how do they do that? That's a God thing. Seeing it in nature with the seasons and our planet. Like I always find naturally occurring hearts, or I'll find words carved into the sand right when I needed to see it, or objects or words that are made from rocks on hiking trails. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, my friends. I remember seeing one time I got to a trailhead in Pismo, the Ridge Trail, and I think it's Ontario Ridge Trail. And I was walking, and then it was like, oh, which way do I go? I need to go down, but I don't see a path. It was all grown over by brush. And I looked around, and then something inspired me, something nudged me to look down. And I looked down, and right in front of me, there was an arrow made from rocks pointing to the trail. And so I said, thank you, God. I love that. And so I followed that arrow down the trail, and it was right. And that is, the universe is always speaking to us, my friends, in noticing the changing of the seasons and how those changes coincide with the seasons of our lives, or seeing the similarities in there and in the differences in those changes. And seeing God, the magic in people in this realm, and on the other side, in the next realm of existence, connecting with others, right? Finding your spiritual home, making new friends, falling in love, continuing to bloom your love, seeing it in children and babies, friends and enemies or opponents. In those moments, you realize it is all spirit, the almighty presence of the loving God that adores you beyond your wildest imagination. That kindles the spark within us. See it, feel it, believe it, give thanks for it, and share it. God is good all the time, 24/7, 365. And so, my friends, we are not magicians using smoke and mirrors. We are metaphysicians using principles and laws, experiencing magical lives as a result. The magical life is real, and it is for everyone who chooses it. Pause and notice the magical, mystical life we are now living. Let's pause right now. It is outstanding. Life is not happening to you, but through you and as you. Envision your boldest, highest idea for life and align with that in thought, word, and deed. Allow your imagination and delight in life to empower your thought. Inspire to guide the inspiration to guide your word, and the faith to fulfill your deed. So I'll say that again. Allow your imagination and delight in life to empower your thought. Allow your inspiration to guide your word, and allow your faith to fulfill your deed. As our founder, Ernest Holmes, taught, God is infinite intelligence, and as much as that intelligence is available to us as we are willing to accept. So how much do you believe? How much magic do you believe in? And you will be receiving however much you believe. So friends, believe. We are called to believe. believe in God, believe in source, believe in magic, believe in love, believe in the possibility of a bright, amazing future in this moment now. Yes?
Yeah.
Do you believe?
Oh, yeah.
Can I hit it? And so it is?
And so it is.
Yeah. All right. So to understand and embody this belief, please watch Jingle Jangle on Netflix and report back to me. Do you believe? Is the question I will leave you with. Do you believe? And if the answer is no or you're not sure, what would it be like if you did believe? Let's turn our attention inward. Oh, and return to that beautiful expansive space within, which is the space where I know that spirit is all that there is. It's all that there ever was and all that there ever will be. And I'm so grateful for this presence here and now, for it constantly speaking to me in the way that only it does, and that is through everything. I remember that spirit is everywhere, and it is wanting me to notice it, and it is magnificent. And so I identify with this presence here and now. I identify with this presence that is love beyond my wildest imagination, unconditional love. I identify with this presence that is the peace that passes human understanding. I identify with this presence that is prosperous beyond my imagination, that is healing and loving and creating in our lives right with us. It's like our very best cheerleader ever. And it is loving, and it is saying, I am here, use me. And so we allow spirit to move in our lives. We allow it to do what it will do through us and as us. And we let go of anything that is blocking or hindering that possibility, so that we can truly experience the magic that it has for us. We experience the magic with a capital M, and the magic of the entire manifest universe that is created, was created, and continues to be created forevermore by this divine intelligence. It's right here, right now. And so knowing that this is so, I know that I can move forward and find the magic. Even when there appears to be none, I find the magic. And I take my attention off the negativity, and I focus on the light and the good and the expression of love in my life. And so I know that as we go forward from here and we reflect back on our year in 2020, the pandemic that has occurred and the injustices and the brutal killings and all that has occurred, and we look back on those, and we also look back on the moments of our high resolve, and the moments of high resolve for so many individuals who stood up and said, no, this will not occur anymore. And we remember those moments, and we take those moments into our 2021. And remember the moments of my high resolve. Those are fresh before each one of us. If we need to jot these moments down to jar our memory, so be it. For I know and truly believe that God is present for each one of us. And as we begin to become aware of this presence of love in our lives, we get to unfold and expand it in the most magnificent way. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you for this time and this beauty and this goodness that is the magical life. And I'm so grateful for this and so much more as I give thanks, knowing it is so, and so it is.
And so it is.
That was amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. When I woke up this morning and I opened up my eyes, And I stared out the window, and what to my surprise was a snow-covered hill, and the earth standing still for all to see. And I said to myself, what a precious world I'm in, where each moment is a lifetime and a new life can begin. And we have the vision, the light and the life that never ends. And I am as you are, and we are the universal seed. And all this creation was born out of what we believe, believe, believe. And I do believe, yes, I do believe. So hold in your hearts all that you desire, and what you never wanted, let it burn in the fire, 'cause you have the power to plant any flower and watch it bloom. And I am as you are, and we are the universal seed. And all this creation was born out of what we believe, believe, believe. And I do believe, yes, I do believe. And I do believe, yes, I do believe. Believe, 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 believe.
Yeah. So perfect. Thank you. Yay. Amazing. Okay, friends, it's now time for our gifts, tithes, and offerings. I don't see the Facebook donate button, but it may be there for you. So if it's not there, you can make your donation through PayPal on paypal.me/CCCSL and we're grateful for your contributions. And we have a giving affirmation, which is going to be on the screen. And I invite you to please repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It does great work in the world.
It does great work in the world.
And returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is.
Woohoo! Thank you for your gifts. We're so grateful for you. And now, my friends, won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always. And all that you ever need to do is look within. And it is here you will find you are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously, let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something magical is happening as me right now.
Something magical is happening as me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my pocketbook.
Life is in my relationships.
Life is in my relationships.
I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I express
I
it.
express it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
And just the way that it is not.
And just the way that it is not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And thank you, Robin Hackett, and everyone who contributed to this service today. Woo!
Yeah, thank you, everybody. It was so wonderful. Robin, thank you so much. Your music was so inspiring. We loved hearing you. Sorry, there's a little echo going on right now. Try to fix that. I might have to mute you for a second and then I'll unmute you, but thank you so much. And we're going to head over to the Zoom party, Zoom coffee and conversation. Robin, I don't think can make it. She's got another wonderful service to attend, but we really appreciate you being here. And Reverend Diane, awesome. So awesome to see you. So I'm going to let Robin take us out with a little bit more music, and we'll see everybody over on Zoom. I'll put the link in the chat, and thank you so much.
Today I saw the sun, I stood out in the rain and watched the eagle fly again. I heard a baby cry and walked right through the storm and felt the wind upon my face. And all the while I could not help but see the life that lives and breathes in you and me. And I'm peaceful, yes, and I'm grateful. And I'm thankful, oh Lord, yes I am, and I'm hopeful, yes, and I'm so full, and I'm thankful, oh I am, yes I am, so grateful, so thankful, so peaceful.